Lou Dobbs, as you all probably know by now, has lost his mind, and so and I would rank him even at number one Trump bootlicker, above Lindsey Graham, above even Ted Cruz, above Jeanine Pirro, Sean Hannity, above them all. Number one power ranking for living inside Trump's. I used to say it in the old days. Anyway, but look, good news for him. He's got Stephen Miller on there. This is the architect of the locking kids up in cages. There is no more right-wing person in the Trump White House. He is. It's not even really arguable. He's more right-wing than Donald Trump. He's more Trump than Trump. So they're going to have an agreement fest. Wrong. Lou Dobbs is now yelling at Stephen Miller. Oh my God. All right, let's watch.
One correction in Wisconsin.
No, Stephen, I won't let you say. I'm not going to let you do this. I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to let you do that. I ask a question. You and I, we're reasonably smart and decent fellows. Why don't you answer me? That's all I'm asking here, Stephen. Why don't you guys jump and salute Ted Cruz and say, yes, we want you on the team now? My God, this is not a time for internecine nonsense on the part of the Republican Party, which is watching its blood drain into the streets because they're gutless.
You're right, Lou. You and I are great friends, and we have the same mind and the same thought on this issue. We are simpatico, and it is time for everyone involved in this process to stand up, do right by country, do right by God, do right by their conscience, and stand for the principle of one citizen, one vote. You'll have no argument and no quarrel with me on that, Lou. Not now, not ever.
Except for one thing. What I asked you about was Ted Cruz.
Well, Lou, as you know, I'm speaking today as a representative
and welcome him into the leadership. I know you are. I know who you are, and I know what you do. You know me, and you know what I do. My job is to get answers to the questions I ask.
And Lou, you're entitled to that answer, and I'll see to it. And I'll see to it that you get the answer. As I sit here today, Lou, I'm not in a position to make that decision, but I'll get you that answer, Lou. But at the same time, we cannot let the Constitution give state legislatures the obligation to slate electors, and we cannot let our state GOP legislators off the hook.
Stephen, you're one of the great Americans. No one has worked harder for this president than you.
Thank you.
I mean, I have got the greatest respect
and I will to my last breath,
Lou. Will accomplish for this president. I know that.
And I will to my last breath.
I've got to ask you, why are we dealing with a Justice Department that has a election crimes unit and they don't give a damn about the election crimes? We have an attorney general that wants you to believe that we didn't have any fraud. They didn't find anything of any significance or sufficiency to suggest that the outcome of the election should be otherwise. These people are either damn fools.
Well, I was really looking for the other option.
Or they've been co-opted, I think is what the next line was. Or they've been taken over. They've been influenced. They've been gotten to.
Right. So, JR, I'll very ironically here give credit to Lou Dobbs, because I think he's a true believer. I think he's actually lost his mind and really believes the election was stolen. And so he's like genuinely perplexed. He's like, I thought Bill Barr was really right wing, and I thought he helped us. Why isn't Bill Barr? Why is he letting Hugo Chavez steal the election? Why? Right? And so then he gets Stephen Miller on here, and Lou doesn't understand politics at all. So what Ted Cruz is doing is grandstanding. He's like, I will take this fight to the Supreme Court. I will do whatever is necessary. And Lou's like, oh my God, that's so amazing. Ted Cruz is gonna do it, guys. Ted is gonna do it. And meanwhile, Ted is actually, of course, trying to set himself up to run in 2024 for president. And he's just trying to kiss Trump's voters' asses enough to be able to get that. And this is a risk-free way of doing it. He's not actually going to the Supreme Court, but he's grandstanding. And then Trump probably on his end, one, doesn't understand anything anyway, and doesn't understand how he could use Ted Cruz or what it would be for. None of this is based in facts or logic. But if he were to know, he would think, well, I might run against Ted Cruz. I don't want to give Ted Cruz a spotlight, so no, thank you. But poor Lou, he's not in on any of it. So he's just like, oh my God, Ted said, if Ted comes in, we're gonna win on the Supreme Court. Stephen, why aren't you bringing Ted Cruz in? And Stephen Miller's like, is this guy really that dumb? Like, you don't know this is all a game? Yeah, no, Lou, yeah, we'll probably bring him in because we're definitely gonna win. I'm gonna fight for this with my dying breath. Trump people, remember me, I'm the good guy. It was rigged, right, Lou? Yeah, it was, wasn't it, Stephen? He's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, Steve Mills, he was trying to navigate the best way to calm Lou down and then still say, yeah, all that stuff is true and correct. But you're right, I think somewhere in his mind he was going, this wasn't supposed to go this direction. Wait, what? Because there was the beginning where he goes, we are simpatico, Lou. What that means is say, Lou, calm your ass down, chill out. I'm not gonna take this from you. I think there was a little bit of, you don't like being talked to a certain way when you're Stephen effing Miller. And you know what I do? You know who has the ear of the president? I do. Like, there's people who have egos, bro. These people in these high positions have egos and they don't want to be talked to like that, especially when it's just like, wait, you're not, this is on TV. You're not helping my cause here. I came on to get help. This is Fox News still, Lou, right? You're supposed to kind of go with what we say, not with what you think. This is crazy. Remember 2 weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, Rush Limbaugh said, I'm trying to figure out when they're going to come up with this evidence. Like, I thought, Rush, I thought you knew.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so Sidney Powell said, oh yeah, the rest of it was nonsense. We lost 36 cases in a row at that time, right? But no, wait till you see the Kraken. I'm releasing the Kraken. So she released it, and as we just told you earlier in the show, laughed out of court by George Bush appointed judges and Donald Trump appointed judges. You have no basis in fact or law. So the Kraken was released and it was like this big, like, well, like one of those little baby shrimp or something. Anyways, shrimp of shrimps. And so, but like guys like Rush Limbaugh are like, oh man, they're gonna release that Kraken. Here we go. What? Now they've lost 48 cases in a row. But Lou is beyond help. So he's like grandpa who doesn't get it. And so they're at like Easter brunch. And he's like, where's the cranberry sauce? We always have cranberry sauce at Thanksgiving. They're like, oh, Grandpa Lou, it's Easter. It's not Thanksgiving. Where's the You're betraying cranberry sauce. And then eventually like it gets awkward and the family's like, yeah, Gramps, we're going to get you the cranberry sauce. Because yes, it's getting cold out there because it's November, Gramps. Okay.
I don't know when it ends. Like when Lou Dobbs goes home, I've asked myself this question. When he goes home, does he then go, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off now. I'm gonna sit back and watch some reality TV. Or does he sit there and stew all night about this?
No, guys like Stephen Miller, they know. I mean, that's why he's got a permanent evil smirk on his face, right? He's like, we've lost 48 cases in a row, but wait till we get to case number 49, right? That's Stephen Miller. For guys like Lou Dobbs, and what's funny is I think Trump is half in this camp. They really believe it. Remember, Trump's a conspiracy theorist. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's believed in almost every conspiracy. Oh, bin Laden didn't really die. Navy SEAL Team 6 is lying. At his rally is the guy who killed bin Laden from Navy SEAL Team 6. He's like, what? I'm right here, dude. Right? Yep. Birtherism, you name it, right? So I think they stew and stew and stew. Dobbs is a true believer. So he goes home and he's like, oh my gosh, why? What is the cranberry sauce? Where is it? Where is it?
Ted Cruz has to come on next to him. I got to see Ted Cruz answer the questions too, because Ted Cruz has to now double down, stick with it, and continue his the chosen trajectory he decided to choose for his next run for president. Because we know Josh Hawley, as we mentioned earlier in the show, he's trying to take some elements of some populism. He took that one cue from Trump in 2016. He's going to go for some populism. We need someone to go for the true craziness of a Trumper. We'll see if Cruz sticks there. We'll know.
Yeah, one last thing. So I get that Lou Dobbs has dementia or whatever other mental ailment that he clearly has. But the executives at Fox Business are still letting him go on air when anyone can see that he's got mental issues. I mean, anyone that tunes in for 90 seconds of that program can tell the guy's lost his mind.
But do they? No, for real. Do the other, and I hate to use this term, but I know you used it. Do the rest of the grandpas at home that are agreeing with Lou Dobbs really go, man, he's gone too far? Because Lou Dobbs.
No, that's what, and Jay, that's the problem. That it's probably working pretty well in the ratings. So I'm not saying the audience knows. The audience has lost their mind just along with it. I mean, I've told personal stories about people that I know that got brainwashed by Fox News and the others, and now they all believe it, lock, stock, and barrel. No, the voters actually, Trump voters actually believe it, right? But you think Fox executives believe it? They don't believe it for a second. So it's really the most callous use of a disabled person that I have ever seen in television history. So this guy obviously has mental decline issues, and they're like, trot him out anyway. They love the cranberry sauce. Yeah, have him say it. Who cares? Journalistic integrity. Hilarious. It's fun.
Yeah, because if he gets run off air, this is kind of it for Lou. He's old enough. He's made his money. It doesn't matter if he goes out spinning in circles, and screaming at the same time. It's okay. He's had a long career. So, I mean, maybe he doesn't mind either. This is his last stand. Maybe once Trump leaves, maybe he'll leave too and be like, I can't take this anymore.
Nah, he'll go to Newsmax or OAN. But Fox, meanwhile, is like, keep milking the crazy cow.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.